All right, get ready, because today we're going deep on AI agents.
Ooh, AI agents.
Specifically, how they're going to completely change, like revolutionize how we work.
Righty.
So think about this, right? Imagine, instead of creating these super complex workflows, you could just pick the perfect AI agent for a job
Okay.
and then just let it run.
Yeah,
That's what Microsoft's saying is the future with these updates they're making to Copilot.
it's a big change, huh?
Huge.
We've all gotten so used to Copilot as, our assistant, like it helps us with our own individual tasks.
Right.
But now Microsoft's saying we can actually build these independent AI agents, almost like, like apps,
Yeah.
but for specific
So it's not
tasks.
just Copilot helping me write an email, it's Copilot managing an entire project
Potentially, yeah.
from beginning to end.
Exactly.
And organizations are going to just be selecting an agent.
Yeah, think of it as like delegating to
Mhm.
this super capable AI team
Hmm.
that works, all the time, no breaks.
24/7.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's a big change for businesses. Big
Hmm.
potential.
I could already see, like, my brain's already going to, like, all the time resources this could free up.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, is anybody actually doing this yet?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so it's not just, like, a concept.
No, it's real. So, Pets at Home, they're a big pet care company in the UK.
Okay.
They used Copilot Studio to build an agent specifically for their profit protection team.
Interesting. What does that even mean, profit protection?
So basically, it helps them like put together cases to review for anything that could, cause the company to lose money. And they're estimating it could save them a ton of money every year, like seven
Oh,
figures.
7 figures.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
it is. It is. It's a lot of money. And it's a really good example of how powerful this stuff can be.
It's really interesting to me that this agent is basically doing something that was probably super tedious before.
Right.
Like, what is the team actually doing with all this extra time?
That's the best part. This is like the key benefit of AI agents. They take care of all that like boring stuff. And then the human experts, they get to work on more, the strategic stuff.
The interesting stuff.
Yeah, the important stuff. So for Pets at Home, their team, now they have all this extra time to analyze like difficult cases. They can look for trends. They can like try to come up with ways to prevent profit loss, before it even happens.
So it's not even about replacing jobs. It's like it's making the jobs better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
AI does the boring stuff. Humans get to do the thinking.
It's a good combo.
Yeah, it's a good combo. And it's not just retail, like McKinsey and Company.
Oh, wow. Consultants.
Yeah. They're using AI agents too. They're actually building an agent to make their client onboarding process way faster.
Oh, that's got to be like a nightmare.
It can be. And their pilot program showed it could cut down the time it takes to onboard a client by 90%.
90. That's insane. Like, what is it actually doing?
So onboarding a client, like for McKinsey, it involves a lot of stuff. Like you got to find the right people within the company with the right expertise.
Yeah.
You got to put together the right teams. And then there's all the info and requests, and it's a lot to manage. So this agent, it basically handles all that. It's like the central hub for everything. And it automates all these tasks that would usually take tons of back and forth, lots of manual work.
Okay, so this is all like big picture stuff, right? How is this going to change, like, and my work, my day-to-day life?
That's the question, right? What does this mean for the individual? Well, imagine you've got like a whole team of AI agents, and each one's an expert in something different.
Mm-hmm.
So they could handle all your routine tasks, they could manage your schedule,
Wow.
they could analyze data for you.
So I could, like, finally have an inbox zero.
Potentially, yeah.
That's the dream.
They could even help you write reports or put together presentations.
Well, I could actually like focus on the stuff that, needs a human brain.
Exactly. Less busy work, more time to actually think, solve problems.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
So how do I get started? Like, how do I build one of these AI agents?
Do you need to be like a coding expert?
I was going to ask that.
No. Luckily, no.
Okay.
Copilot Studio, it's actually designed to be pretty user-friendly.
Okay.
There's a platform, and you can either pick from like pre-built agents if it's something common,
Yeah.
or you can build your own.
But, like, how do they know what to do? Do I have to, like, tell it every single step.
That's where it gets really cool.
Okay.
So Copilot Studio has this thing called like autonomous triggers.
That's that.
It means you can set it up so your agents, they respond to certain signals or events within a business.
Without, like, me doing anything.
Exactly.
What would that look like in real life?
So let's say you have an agent that's in charge of making sales reports.
Okay.
You could set up an autonomous trigger that says, like, every Friday at 5 p.m., it pulls all the data from your sales system, puts together a report, and it's ready for you Monday morning.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. It's like a personal assistant who never forgets anything.
Right.
But what if I need to understand how it's making decisions? Like, is there a way to look inside?
There is. So Microsoft has this feature called a dynamic agent plan.
Okay.
And it actually shows you visually how the agent is making decisions.
So it's not just like a black box doing its own thing.
Nope. You see what data it's using, what steps it's taking, why it's making those choices.
That's cool. Makes me feel a lot more comfortable with it, too.
Right. That transparency is super important. You got to trust these agents, you know?
Yeah. And if there's a problem, you can troubleshoot it.
Exactly. And you can tweak it. You can make adjustments as needed.
This is all about empowering people, empowering businesses.
That's what it's all about. AI should give us time back. It should make us better at what we do, and it should let us focus on what really matters.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So before the break, we were talking about how AI agents can change work for, like, everybody.
Yeah, both for, like, me at my desk and for huge organizations.
Right.
I want to see how this is actually playing out, though, you know.
Yeah, let's get specific.
Specific examples, yeah.
So remember Pets at Home?
Yeah, the pet company in the UK.
Yeah, their profit protection team, they were just drowning in data
Uh-huh.
and took forever to figure out, if there were cases where they were losing profit.
Yeah.
And that was like all their time just doing that.
Tedious.
Super tedious.
And then the AI agent swoops in and saves the day.
Exactly. They built an agent with Copilot Studio, and it basically became like their detective.
I like that.
Yeah. So it looks at the data, it finds patterns, and flags anything that looks like it could be, profit loss.
So they don't have to go through all those spreadsheets themselves.
Nope.
The AI does it for them.
Much better use of their time, right?
What a difference.
And remember they said it could save them like 7 figures annually?
Yeah, that's huge.
That's massive.
I bet the team is a lot happier, too.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wants to do data entry all day.
Right.
So it's better for the company, A&D, better for the employees.
Total win-win. The company saves time, saves money, and the people get to actually use their brains.
So profit protection is like one example.
Right.
What about other parts of a business? Like, what other things could AI agents be doing?
Oh, tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, any process that involves looking at data, making decisions, anything repetitive, AI agents could probably handle it. And we're already seeing companies use them for like everything.
Sure.
Customer service, marketing, finance, even legal stuff.
Okay, that's a lot. Let's break it down.
Sure.
Starting with customer service. How's AI changing that?
Okay, so imagine no more waiting on hold forever.
Ooh.
Right? You talk to an AI agent, it understands what you need, it pulls up your account, and boom, problem solved.
In like 5 minutes?
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
Way better than those automated phone systems, right?
Ugh, I hate those.
I know, everybody does. And it's not just about being faster. Because these agents have access to all this data, they can give you answers that are specific to you, to your situation.
So it's not just like a chatbot giving me the same generic answer every time.
It's more personal.
Which makes people happier, makes them want to come back.
Makes them feel like they matter.
Yeah. So it's like more human even though it's AI.
Exactly.
Okay, that's customer service. What about marketing?
Think about how much work goes into a marketing campaign.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You got to figure out your audience, got to write the messages, schedule everything, analyze the results. And AI can do so much of that. So marketers can spend their time on, the big picture stuff.
Strategy, being creative.
Yeah, and building relationships.
So instead of me spending my whole day sending emails,
Yeah.
I can let an AI do that.
Right. You can focus on, like, what's the message? Who are we trying to reach?
The important stuff.
Right. Imagine an AI that analyzes your customer data, finds your target audience, and writes the messages for you across all the different platforms.
That would be a lifesaver.
Right. It's like having a marketing assistant that never sleeps.
And it learns as it goes.
Yeah.
Right?
It gets better and better over time.
This is wild.
Hmm.
Okay, so we did customer service, marketing.
Hmm.
What about financial forecasting?
Oh, AI is amazing at that.
Really?
Yeah, it can analyze tons of financial data, and it can see trends, patterns, things that humans might miss.
So it's not just about, like, intuition anymore.
You can use your intuition, but you can back it up with data.
Solid data.
Yeah, so imagine you have an agent, it looks at all your company's financial history, and it looks at what's happening in the market right now, and it tells you, this is what we think is going to happen.
To our revenue, our costs.
Exactly. And then you can make smart decisions about the future.
That's incredible. So we've talked about retail, consulting, customer service, marketing, finance.
And that's just the beginning.
But the big question is, what happens to us?
Yeah, are the robots taking over?
Are we all out of a job?
That's what everybody's worried about, right?
Yeah.
But we got to remember, AI is a tool.
It's not some evil mastermind.
Right. It's here to help us.
So it's not humans versus robots. It's humans with robots.
Exactly. AI can do the boring stuff, the repetitive stuff,
Yeah.
and we can focus on what we're good at.
Being creative, solving problems.
Yeah, being human.
And that's what makes us valuable.
Exactly. AI can make us more efficient, sure, but it can also help us reach our full potential.
Do work that actually matters.
Work that makes a difference.
That's a good way to put it. But, we can't just ignore the downsides.
Yeah, there are some real concerns.
Like what?
We got to make sure this stuff is used ethically. We got to be transparent about how it works. And we got to figure out what happens to the people whose jobs are, changed by AI.
Yeah, we can't just leave people behind.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've gone pretty deep on AI agents.
We have.
From, like, how they work to what they mean for all of us.
For the future of work.
Right. So now I think it's time to, like, zoom out a little.
Take a broader view.
Yeah. What does all this mean moving forward?
It's crazy how fast AI is changing,
I know.
Like a couple years ago, this was all sci-fi.
I know, right?
Yeah.
AI agents doing all this stuff, it felt so far off.
And now it's here.
It feels like we're on the edge of something huge.
We are. The way we work, the way we live, it's all going to change.
It's exciting,
It is exciting.
but also kind of scary, to be honest.
I get that.
We've talked about the good stuff, but there's also, the worries. Like, what does this mean for jobs?
Right.
Are we using this ethically?
Those are important questions.
So what do we do?
How do we get ready for this AI-powered future?
Yeah, what are the big takeaways?
The most important thing is just be curious.
Don't be scared of it.
Don't be scared of it. Learn about AI, play around with it, see how it can make your work better.
Your life better.
Your life better, yeah. It's like learning a new language. The more you understand it, the easier it'll be to, navigate everything that's coming.
To be in control.
Exactly. And don't wait for someone to tell you how to use AI.
Figure it out yourself.
Yeah, figure it out. What can you automate?
Yeah, what can I hand off to an AI?
Right. Be the one who's driving the change.
Instead of just reacting to it.
Right.
And, like, never forget that AI is a tool.
Always.
It's not here to replace us.
It's here to help us.
So use it wisely.
Use it ethically.
Think about the consequences.
Think about how it affects other people.
So be curious, be proactive, be mindful.
That's it. Those are the guiding principles.
That's how we navigate this whole new world of AI agents.
We're in uncharted territory, for sure.
But it's happened.
The future of work is being shaped right now.
And AI is right at the center of it.
You can't ignore it.
We have to be part of it.
And hopefully we can shape it for the better.
That's a great place to wrap things up. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into AI agents. It's a lot to think about, but we're excited to see where it all goes.